Tell me what you're crying for. I'll wipe your tears on up. If you're so taking love, I will come for you for sure. If we're caught in a wave, I will carry over. It don't matter where you are, I'll run to your front door. When my head goes in different directions, you know my heart's never on the move. And in the dark times, you don't have to question if I'm on where we are. You could put an ocean between our love, love, love. It won't keep us apart. You could build a wall, I will run it up, 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 just to get to your heart. If we're caught in a wave, maybe we'll make a way. You could put an ocean between our love, love, love. It won't keep us apart. Shadows play on idle hands. I lose myself, I do. But I find my way to velvet sands. I'll crash right into you. If we're caught in a wave, I will carry you over. It don't matter where we are, you're still the one I choose. When my head goes in different directions, you know my heart's never on the move. And in the dark times, you don't have to question if I'm on where we are. You could put an ocean between our love, love, love. It won't keep us apart. You could build a wall, I will run it up, 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 just to get to your heart. If we're caught in a wave, maybe we'll make a way. You could put an ocean between our love, love, love. It won't keep us apart. You could put an ocean between our love, love, love. It won't keep us apart. You could build a wall, I will run it up, 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 just to get to your heart. If we're caught in a wave, maybe we'll make a way. You could put an ocean between our love, love, love. It won't keep us apart.
Somebody turned the lights out on you, made you feel like they didn't want you, left you in the shadows of a broken truth. I know it seems like your world is caving, like you're never gonna be the same, and right now your heart's on midnight blue. You know the darkest nights make the brightest stars. I know it's hard to see it from where you are. Don't give up on love, you've come too far. You know the darkest nights make the brightest stars, the brightest stars. Sometimes this life gets a little bit crazy. No one said it was gonna be easy. Just take a deep breath and let it all go. 'Cause in the end it'll be okay. The sun's gonna come up and shine on a new day. So keep your head held high and always know the darkest nights make the brightest stars. it's hard to see it from where you are. Don't give up on love, you've come too far. Yeah, the darkest nights make the brightest stars, the brightest stars. Ooh, you know the darkest nights make the brightest stars. I know it's hard to see it from where you are. Don't give up on love, you've come too far. The darkest nights make the brightest stars. The darkest nights, yeah, make the brightest stars, yeah. Somebody turned the lights out on you, made you feel like they didn't want you. Yeah.
Take a look around me, taking pages from a magazine. Been looking for the answers ever since we were 17. You know the truth can be a weapon to fight this world of ill intentions. A new answer to the same question: how many times will you learn the same lesson? I think they got it all wrong. We just gotta hold on and on and on and on. 'Cause we're gonna be legends, gonna get their attention. What we're doing here ain't just scary, it's about to be legendary. Yeah, we're gonna be legends, gonna teach them all a lesson. Got this feeling in our souls we carry, it's about to be legendary. This is what we came for, and we couldn't want it anymore. We could never turn back now, got to leave it all on the floor. Been dreaming of the payoff, through the struggles and the trade-offs. Fighting tooth and nail on the way up. Tell them the truth, but they think it's just made up. And I think they got it all wrong, but we just gotta hold on and on and on and on. 'Cause we're gonna be legends, gonna get their attention. What we're doing here ain't just scary, it's about to be legendary. Yeah, we're gonna be legends, gonna teach them all a lesson. Got this feeling in our souls we carry, it's about to be legendary. Eventually they're gonna know who's right,
looking out on the morning rain. I used to feel so uninspired, and when I knew I had to face another day, Lord, it made me feel so tired. Before the day I met you, life was so unkind, but you're the key to my peace of mind. 'Cause you make me feel, you make me feel, you make me feel like a natural woman. When my soul was in the lost and found, you came along to claim it. I didn't know just what was wrong with me till your kiss helped me name it. Now I'm no longer doubtful of what I'm living for, and if I make you happy, I don't need to do more. 'Cause you make me feel, you make me feel, you make me feel like a natural woman. Oh, baby, what you've done to me, what you've done to me. You make me feel so good inside, good inside. And I just wanna be close to you. You make me feel so alive. You make me feel, you make me feel, you make me feel like a natural woman. You make me feel, you make me feel, you make me feel like a natural woman. You make me feel.
I'll smile, I know what it takes to fool this town. I'll do it till the sun goes down and all through the night time. Oh yeah, I'll tell you what you wanna hear. Keep my sunglasses on while I shed a tear. It's never the right time. Yeah. I put my arm around so you how strong I am. I put my arm around, I'll show you that I am. I'm unstoppable. I'm a Porsche with no brakes. I'm invincible. Yeah, I win every single game. I'm so powerful. I don't need batteries to play. I'm so confident. Yeah, I'm unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. Yeah, I'm unstoppable today. Break down, only alone I will cry out now. You'll never see what's hiding out deep down. Yeah, I know, I've heard that to let your feelings show is the only way to make friendships grow, but I'm too afraid now. Yeah, I put my arm around so you how strong I am. I put my arm around, I'll show you that I am. I'm unstoppable. I'm a Porsche with no brakes. I'm invincible. Yeah, I win every single game. I'm so powerful. I don't need batteries
Some people live for the fortune. Some people live just for the fame. Some people live for the power, yeah. Some people live just to play the game. Some people think that the physical things define what's within, and I've been there before, but that life's a bore so full of the superficial. And some people want it all, but I don't want nothing at all. If it ain't you, baby, if I ain't got it, you, baby. Some people want diamond rings, some just want everything, but everything means nothing if I ain't got you, yeah. Some people search for a fountain. The promise is forever young. You know, some people need 3 dozen roses, and that's the only way to prove you love them. Hand me the world on a silver platter, and what good would it be with no one to share, with no one who truly cares for me? And some people want it all, but I don't want nothing at all. If it ain't you, baby, if I ain't got it, you, baby. Some people want diamond rings, some just want everything, but everything means nothing if I ain't got you, you, you. Some people want it all, but I don't want nothing at all. If it ain't you, baby, if I ain't got you, baby. Some people want diamond rings, some just want everything, but everything means nothing if I ain't got you, yeah. If I ain't got you with me, baby, oh, ooh, said nothing in this whole world don't mean a thing if I ain't got you with me, baby.
World, I want to leave you better. I want my life to matter. I am afraid I have no purpose here. I watch the news on TV, abandon myself daily. I am afraid to let you see the real me. When it falls, when it falls, pouring on me, the rain it falls, when it falls, soaring the seeds of love and hope, love and hope. We don't have to stay stuck in the weeds. Have I the courage to change? Have I the courage to change? Have I the courage to change today? Have I the courage to change? Have I the courage to change? Have I the courage to change today? You're not alone in all this. You're not alone.
There's a fork in the road in front of me, at the crossroads of identity. The devil is standing to the left. He says either way they both lead to death. And the high road's heading steep, and the low road's easy and deep. Guess I'll follow my feet. Guess I'll follow my feet. I have a friend who lies and steals and cheats, always taking more than he can eat. He says to get what I want, I would probably kill if I don't take it somebody else will. And the high road's heading steep, and the low road's easy and deep. Guess I'll follow my feet. Guess I'll follow my feet. There is no time falling behind. Place on my knee, open the tree. I have a friend who loves humanity, braves bullets in war-torn countries. He traded a life of wealth to help the poor and ill. He says if I don't do it, nobody will. And the high road's heading steep, and the low road's easy and deep. Guess I'll follow my feet. Guess I'll follow my feet. I don't know where, where my path will lead, but I'll follow my feet. I know the lead will keep me on the ground, and I'll keep walking to the sound. Follow your feet. Follow your feet.
All right. Hello, and welcome to the weekly live stream. My name is Brandon Tobias. It's an honor to have you all here on these channels, both on TikTok, yes, and YouTube, this lovely Sunday. Let's get started in a moment, but for those of you guys who are brand new to the channel and unsure of what this is, who I am, welcome. We are already seeing angel numbers, chat rate 2, playbacks 222. My name is Brandon Tobias. I am the leader of this Signs of the Soul and Stars collective, and really the channel that we have all co-created together. This channel began out of a simple dream to read for the weekly horoscope signs and to see if we could find out what our destinies were when it comes to love and life. I was starting out as a brand new tarot reader about a year and a half ago. I had just gotten into, moved away from a very painful breakup, which I later learned was part of the twin soul journey. Excuse me. And started to throw tarot cards out after learning a little while ago and make a YouTube channel. And it's grown from then and at that time until now. And it's become its own thing. It's become its own collective. It's become its own soul unitation. And our mission here is to help you, if you're watching, find the love of your life, to unite with them, to learn what your true purpose is here on earth, and to move forward in all areas of life in the best of ways, in alignment with your higher self and the highest good, both for you and for the world around you. And what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be going into a collective tarot reading, what we all need to know generally for our highest good in love and in life. We're going to be going into the astrology, the weekly astrology, to know what's coming up ahead. And we're also going to be talking about twin souls, twin flames, and the twin soul collective. If you guys are part of the twin flame, twin soul collective, give me a shout out, raise your hand, give me a virtual hand raise, and let me know you are here. I've got a very, very exciting announcement about this particular collective at the end of the live stream. So make sure you stay all the way to the end. Overall, it's an honor to be with you guys today. Let's get right into the reading and open up the ceremony and check in with the chat. Hope you guys have an amazing Sunday. All right, Betsy says, nice cut. Let's address the haircut. Yes, of course. We've got a nice haircut here. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate that. Emmanuel Cook, greetings, everyone. Good to see you here, brother, as always. Jai Ma, blessings to you, Brandon, brother. Thank you so much, brother. Catherine, wow, hair is looking good. Quentina is here. Eva Maria, hello. Misty Powers, C. Mycola, awesome. Stephanie Orr, hello, hello, hello. I want to start off by just opening this ceremony and gathering any divine messages that come through, just in a channeled way. And I like to speak through and on behalf of God, if and when he shows up, Jesus Christ, Mary Magdalene, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, whatever guides, loved ones, and masters like to be here to help guide us humans along the way. And as we know, right now is a very important time. So let's go ahead and open the ceremony. Concurrent viewers 2-2, chat rate 2. Opening this ceremony here and now through the power of unconditional love, asking Archangel Michael to protect this ceremony, this divine ceremony, to keep this ceremony clean and full of light and love and unconditional love, and to block any and all dark energy that wishes to come into this collective's hands, hearts, and minds, as well as this particular ceremony. And so it is calling in the higher guides, angels, masters, loved ones, and wise ones as well, who would like to be a part of this channeled ceremony. My intention here and now today is to channel helpful messages for the collective here and now that will help them guide their way in love and in life. Thank you so much. The ceremony is now officially open. Let me see the messages that come through. You may be trying to move forward toward a certain pinnacle. You may be trying, and we see you. We see you, young one. We see you, young masters. We see you moving forward towards this pinnacle. We want you to know that you on your journey to this pinnacle have all of the resources available to you if you care and if you desire to open yourself to those particular resources. What we mean by this, and a helpful technique we can share with you, is if there is a pinnacle that you'd like to attain or to achieve now, knowing that you have the powers to do so. I'm seeing the magician card flash in front of my mind, right? Magician being we have the powers to move forward, to create, and to manifest what we want in this particular moment. They're saying all you need to do is imagine the attainment of this particular pinnacle and allow for whatever lack of resources, lack of ability, inner fears that come up, external fears that arise, things that would typically block your way, and then to do the internal work of realizing if and how those blockages that are blocking you from attaining that particular pinnacle are actually impeding your way, and then to take time in your mind's eye to physically and emotionally and spiritually remove those blockages. And what you can do per their instructions is when you are imagining these things in your mind's eye, you can look at each of these individual blockages. Remember, imagining the thing that you'd like to attain, the person you'd like to be, the type of person you'd like to be with, the overall accomplishments you'd like to create and to manifest right now, to look at those particular things, and then to allow through that observation the things that are blocking you from getting to that thing or becoming that thing, and then to look at each one of those individual blockages and to release them one by one by being present with them and allowing you in your mind's eye to release them away. Now, what they're saying is, after this process is done, they're giving us a specific recipe, channeled recipe for manifestation, for attainment here. Most people, right, and this is coming from human perspective, most people want to just, I focus in, I believe it, I want it, I got to go see it, and that's it. You know, that's how you manifest, that's how you create. And the guides and angels are saying, no, wait. Before you can get to that fun part, you have to remove the blockages first. Because they're saying if there's an internal subconscious blockage to you getting to a certain place, that's going to prevent you from fully having the energy, having the vision, having the creation of the life that you would like to get to. Does that make sense to everyone? Does that make sense to everyone? So they're giving us a recipe here. So after you do that, then you imagine each of the blockages. Then you stare each of the blockages in the face. You ask for that blockage to show you the core root of where it comes from, and then therefore to be released as well from your mind, your psyche, your emotions, your heart. And after you do that, the energy will come pouring back in that will allow you to truly see your vision. This is the message they'd like to give. Apparently right now they are wanting people to create their lives, wanting people to be empowered, wanting people to know the power they have within to create, to receive as well, and to make the life that they want to make. They're saying if you remove these blockages that are held internally, and they want to clarify, even if they are an external blockage, let's say a boss who is a little bit of an a-hole, okay, or a dickhead, excuse my French, excuse my non-spiritual French. And you can imagine this boss per se, and you can imagine the feelings that arise within this boss, and then you can simply, in your mind's eye, release that boss, remove that boss, and release his or her energy from your pinnacle of attainments. That makes sense to everyone. So they want to give a specific thing and let everyone know that it is entirely possible here and now, if you go through this process, to first eliminate these blockages. First to know what you want to attain, the pinnacle of where you want to go. In the process of imagining that, allowing the resistances to rise, going through each of them, removing them, and then allowing the full force of energy. Oh, here's the last part. They will have one more part for us. And again, I don't know where they're going to go. This is just always random channel information. Allowing the last part, which is after all that's cleared, they're showing me all this energy come back in, and then it comes back into you. And what happens is you become the thing in which you are wanting to attain. Okay, you actually become it. Even if it's something outside of you, quote unquote, even if it's money, even if it's a career, even if it's a car, even if it's this, you must first become the thing in which you want to attain. Okay? This is what they're sharing here and now. I don't know why they're sharing it. Must be for an important reason, but this is what they're sharing for us to know that is most important at this particular time. Now, in this live stream, we're going to look at the astrology for the week ahead and see why they may be choosing to share this particular message. Maybe it's a technique as to how and to why. Guys and angels, is there anything else you'd like to share here and now? They're saying as the world begins to shift and to change, there's a great realization. There's a great realization and a great awakening to the fact that those of us who are left, okay, what do I mean by that? What do they mean by that? Those of us who are left here, who through all the chaos have persisted, have made it through the crazy times, have been through the ringer and back again, and we're still surviving, we're still believing, we're still having faith, we're still wanting to become the best versions of ourselves. Those of us who are left here now, and will continue to be left here because we have a purpose here for the world overall, will start to realize through the destruction of certain faculties around us externally that we have much more power than we ever realized inside of us. And they want us to realize each of us, they're showing me our own little bubble, that each of us inside of our own little bubble has the opportunity to create our own world within that bubble, which then safely coexists with other bubbles of people coexisting around us. This makes sense to everyone. It's just showing me a vision, a very powerful vision. Each of us our own piece of God, okay? Not our own God, because we are not God. God is God, but we are God inside. Does that make sense? We're a piece of God. So God, being the creator of everything, of all that is, ever was, and ever will be, has pieces of himself manifest in human form that are on the earth right now, that then have to learn that each of their manifestations of God themselves have their own world in which they have the ability to create within. Just as God created the entire universe and all that is, that was, and ever will be, right? Just as he created it from nothing, from pure creation ability, we each have that power within our own selves while upon this world, okay? Now, the thing that they want to share that's interesting about this is that this is A547. I'm going to make you a moderator. I just saw you asking to be a moderator. I don't know if I can do that. If someone wants to help make A5H47 a moderator, go ahead and make him or her. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Albeit, right, things will move slower on Earth. Okay, this is what they want to share. We have the same creationary power of God, except here on Earth, because things are very dense, they get created much slower. Okay, so i.e. the work that we do in our own 5D imagination, creationary power land or world, that comes in slowly. Okay, I don't know exactly how long it takes from when you imagine it and you hold it and you actually create it to when it actually comes into Earth, but that's what they're saying. It's slower. So just imagine, just know, this is the process of creation here. And they want us to know, those of us who are left are going to be called upon to use these creationary powers first individually within our own worlds, and then collectively once the world is ready to fully unite. So they want us to actually practice at this time creating our own worlds individually on the earth, so that when the time comes when we're here to all create the new society, those of us who are left and who are ready and who want to take on the position, use our powers to create a new human world society existence. Okay, this is what we're going to be tasked to do. Okay, guides and angels, are there any other insights you'd like to share? No, they'd like for us to get into the reading here and now. Okay, guys, any questions about that in particular? We're going to go again. So from there, that was the channel messages. By the way, if you guys are new to the TikTok or to the YouTube, check out my YouTube channel, Science of the Soul and Stars. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. We will be going back to and going hardcore in weekly and monthly zodiac readings. I know I've said that a million times. I've gone back and forth on it. But I've decided that, yes, that is what I'm going back to, weekly and monthly zodiac readings. So if you want basically a personal reading, but in the form of a weekly zodiac readings, right, free of value for you guys with an extended, that is personalized insight for you, go follow the channel, Signs of the Soul and Stars. Be sure to like the video, hit the bell, etc., etc. All right, here we go. So guides and angels, loved ones, masters and wise ones, angels and archangels. Let's go ahead and go into the weekly collective reading. What we're going to do today is we're going to do two readings. We're going to do the collective reading generally and love and life. We're going to do the astrology, and we're going to finish out with a twin soul reading. And then again, I have a very special announcement about twin souls, twin flames at the end of this particular live stream. So you don't want to miss this. Trust me. Got to wait till the end of the live stream, though. It's a very, very important announcement, and it's around twin souls. So, and working with myself and Paola. So that's a little sneak peek for you. Now, I'm going to be going into the reading now, opening the ceremony here and now to the power of unconditional love. Yeah, we're going to be showing the screen here mostly. You guys get to see the cards. If you guys want to see the cards on the table, you guys can go to my YouTube channel, Science of the Soul and Stars. If not, that's okay. Opening the ceremony here and now to the power of unconditional love, calling in God, calling in Jesus Christ, calling in Mary Magdalene, calling in Archangel Michael as well. Guides and angels, any further confirmation messages or what you would like the collective to know here and now through this particular collective reading for their highest good and healing at this particular moment in love and in life. Thank you so much. This ceremony is now officially open. All right, first card out, we have the Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands. It may feel right now like it's like you're putting in a lot of effort into just being. Just existing, just doing your thing, just like your normal regimen, your normal way of being, your normal kind of daily routine. It may feel like it's a lot more work than it usually is. Maybe there's added responsibilities. Maybe there's just added feelings, added necessity to healing, just an upregulated requirement to working to just exist in the way that you used to exist before, almost effortlessly. This is for a given purpose, what the guides are saying. They're saying if you feel like this, because most people do, like they're having to do way more just to survive or just to keep up, right? It's almost like an expedited training course. So what they're saying is as the frequency of Earth shifts, moves up, gets all chaotically moved around, it's forcing more of us to do more work to pick up the slack. Okay, as less of us, here's something really important, as less of us become capable of holding their own weight, energetically speaking, of doing their own healing, of being connected to Source and God, right? As we get a lot of people that drop off who are not able to do this anymore, it puts more energetic collective work on those of us who are. Meaning that those of us who are here to change the world, light workers who are energetically aligned, doing the healing work and maintaining ourselves, are going to feel the weight of this more heavily than those people who are unfortunately checked out because they've let it go. They've said, enough is enough, not doing this, life is too hard, and I'm out. Okay. This is because, right, Spirit's saying the pain has been so intense for them. 3 of Swords here. The pain has been so intense that they've decided, this is just not for me. I can't do this. I give up, right? A part of them has given up. A part of them has given up this existence, or it said, I'm just not in this anymore, and therefore it's checked out. Now, whether that means they're going to pass on and go to the afterlife, or whether it means they're going to exist here uselessly, I think either way, they're going to end up in the afterlife, unfortunately. But this is essentially what's happening, is there's a great purging going on as well collectively, where not everyone's going to make it all the way through this energetic time unless they really truly want it, unless they really truly find a desire and a will to live and move forward, which is what this channel is all about, by the way, is finding that will and desire and purpose to move forward in the best ways for you based on divine guidance. Okay, so the recommendation is keep going right now. We know it's really hard, a lot of work to maintain. 444 concurrent viewers with the chat rate. The guides and angels are right here giving us confirmation. 444 is about persistence. It's about working hard. It's about continuing on. And 111 in the chat. Thank you, my love. Paola Michelle. Go follow Paola Michelle as well. As she's the feminine twin soul leader. And well, I guess we can title ourselves, right? We are twin souls in union, and we're here to lead the collective to unite together with their twin souls. That's part of the evolution on Earth. So go follow her channel. Go follow our channel, Twin Souls Unite, on YouTube. It's awesome. We're gonna be posting a lot of content. But we are here picking up the slack, unfortunately. Okay, this is why. Now, 9 of Pentacles is here, Ace of Swords, Queen of Wands, wow, Temperance, and the 6 of Swords here. So I see, because of this work that we're putting in, remember, it's not just that we're picking up the slack, so to speak, although that is the case. It's that God is putting all of us through an expedited training program in order to realize the depth of how powerful we really are. Many of us don't really understand the full extent of our powers, how our energy works, what we can truly create and manifest, and we believe that we're only a certain level of consciousness or ability in this earth. And right now, there's a great realization you may be going through that, wow, I am actually really strong, and I'm a badass, and I'm confident, and you know, I really want to experience a certain way of life, and darn it, I deserve that. And darn it, let me go make that happen, okay, with my words, Ace of Swords here, with my actions, my words aligned with my actions, and through my own self independence and courage. This could have to do with money as well, especially if you're feminine energy. Figuring out that, wow, I have the ability to receive lots of income, lots of money through my own gifts, through my own beingness, through my own badassery, right? My own badassery and badassness, and through also healing and letting go of the past. 6 of Swords, okay? Temperance is here. So the feminine here, and generally collectively, we're learning, okay, if we just allow ourselves to work hard at being who we are, of healing our inner wounds and our inner children as well, our inner child, and we, in many ways, don't succumb to giving up in the face of intense pain or adversarial action or resistance, then we can literally build a whole new life and way of being now in this moment. Remember what the channel messages was before. We all are extremely empowered in this moment and moving forward to really create our own world. But in order to create our own world, we have to be aligned with our words and aligned with our actions. And our words must point us in the correct direction that our actions, our body, our soul want to go. Okay, so that's the advice here moving forward. Judgment here, Page of Swords with the 2 of Cups in the middle of the deck. Queen of Wands with the 2 of Cups here, with the Page of Swords and the Judgment card. All right, there's got to be a decision made, and it's relating to the type of or the quality of relationship that you're willing to be in specifically. Page of Swords with Ace of Swords and the Judgment card. It, you know, it appears there's been a decision about what you want to experience. This is what I'll say. Judgment here with the Page of Swords. You may have gone back and forth about what you wanted to experience, what you've decided to experience, what is worthy of you, what you are worthy of in this lifetime, particularly around the relationships that you find yourself within. Okay? It's this decision in the face of relationships generally, or facing in partnership with other people, what you are willing to express and to be and to align with. So if your words in any situation, but particularly within relationships, are not aligned with your actions, your words are different from what you say you're going to do, or what you say you're going to do is different from what you actually do, is different from what you say you're going to do. That's what the guides are saying to be aware of, both within yourself, but yes, also within a relationship, a partnership, or not just a love relationship, but relationships generally. We have the Knight of Swords with the Ten of Cups here, and the Six of Swords and the Temperance. You can be the inspiration that leads the way to people finding their own happiness, okay? And you can give a message here and now. Should you continue on this mission, with this healing, with the work that you're putting in right now, the guides and angels are encouraging you, continue to stand strong in the lessons you're learning, the decision you have made right now around love, around relationships, around what you're worthy of in your future. 111 in the chat again. So you can be a messenger of inspiration and hope to those of us who will be following in your footsteps. This is the exact message right here. We are speaking to a group of leaders here and now on these live streams. We're not speaking to the general masses right now, at least. Okay? But the general masses are looking for given leaders within particular sectors of love and in life who are here to be the example, to be the change, to be the inspiring one who succeeds through all the pain, Three of Swords, and all the hurts and all the doubt that exists right now. And that is, if you're watching this, why you may feel like you're putting in all this work right now and it's frustrating and you're just trying to exist, or you're not sure why things are so rough. Well, it's because you are slowly but surely, right? They're showing me two edges getting sharpened together, and it's taking a really long time, like coal being sharpened into a diamond. You are slowly but surely being sharpened into the badass version of who you are through and because of relationships you're currently involved in, and also the ones in which you will be involved in. You will be sharpened as a tack for those particular upcoming relationships, okay? Because of and through whatever you're going through right now. Now we have Queen of Cups, last row, Knight of Pentacles, Three of Wands. We're going to stop here for a second. So they want to emphasize this message. Knight of Pentacles, Three of Wands with the Queen of Cups. It is not an easy journey right now for anyone, but particularly the feminine energy, to go through this heart healing process. All right, Knight of Pentacles with a Page of Swords. It is messing with your mind a lot. Sometimes you feel like you're going crazy. Sometimes you feel like you're not making any progress on this journey. Sometimes you feel like, am I ever going to be healed? Is my heart ever going to be fully open? Am I ever going to make progress on this particular venture that I set up myself up in? And am I ever going to come into union or have the relationship that I dream of, that I want to have? Now, Three of Wands with the Two of Cups says it is time to fully go all in. Many of us may be on the precipice of committing to this particular relationship, or committing to manifesting or receiving a certain type or level of a relationship, or committing to going after and being with someone that truly cares about who the other is fully, openly, who is open-hearted. There's some type of inner commitment here that's waiting in order to allow things to really move forward through and because of relationships, love, true love, and or the journey itself. That's the question of what that commitment might be for you. Four of Swords and the Two of Swords here. So confirmation here that this is really more of, I feel it's more of a 5D commitment. One thing that Paola and myself are going to be talking about very soon, and one of the announcements we're going to be making, is how to communicate with your 5D self, how to allow your 5D self to help your 3D human self, right? 5D just meaning your higher self, or the soul part of you that's connected to you and to God even more strongly, more cognizantly connected, right? How you can talk to that part of yourself to allow your path to be even more clear and your healing to be expedited as well. Now, Two of Swords with the Four of Swords says this might be a 5D meditation or inner work, right? And the instructions will be to allow yourself to go into that state in which you can ask, receive, and imagine from your higher self the very decision or commitment that is needing to be made for the long term that will allow your relationship and love life to flourish and also allow general prosperity and abundance to occur. This is the question they would like each of us to ask here and now through the power of unconditional love for our highest good and healing. What is the commitment? What is the choice? But what is the commitment? That they keep emphasizing that particular word. This may be something to ask your higher self. Okay, and if you need help on how to do that, you can ask me at the end of this live stream here. It's a very important part. Final outcome cards here. We have the Knight of Cups. We have the King of Wands. There's some masculine energy. We have Queen of Wands, King of Wands. We have the Seven of Pentacles and the Tower card. So ambivalence here, all right? Disappointment, depression specifically. Not having a purpose, not having a strong drive, not having a strong why here. That's going to get shaken out too easily. They want to emphasize here that, remember, we're all in a training process, and the training process is to sharpen our own edges so sharp and so pointedly that we know exactly where we are going every single day, every single moment. We know if we're wanting someone, who we are going with, who we are going for, why we are going forward in that particular journey, that we are committed within that journey, that we have made that choice, and also that it has a significance for a greater impact than just our own livelihood and lives, right? If all of that work, this is all the work they're laying out. I know it's a lot, but I'm just going to lay it all out there. You guys can take notes if you'd like, or watch it back or things like that. But that's all the work that they're requiring from us, almost like homework, a homework assignment, in order to be ready for what's to come. Okay? Because these are the people, Seven of Pentacles, who don't have those things, don't have that solid purpose. And don't let this scare you, by the way. This is not designed to scare you or to make you feel judged or things like that. Just look inside. Just do a deep check-in, right? Because they're saying, check in, ask your higher self, what is the choice? What is the commitment? What do I need to solidly agree I'm going all in on? What's that decision that will allow me to not be stuck in the middle, ambivalent, disappointed, and without solid purpose or passion or drive, so that I don't get shaken, right? When things start to shake, all right? King of Wands with the Knight of Cups here. It's the power and the passion required to, and the energy, right? And this is a masculine energy that's present here in order to move forward and to be childlike once again, okay? So the key messages here are, you rest in your power, young ones, when you bring a childlike essence to your energy, to your essence, to your day. Okay, there's a greater energy that flows when you allow the inner child within to flow through you effortlessly, which will animate and enhance your energetic expression tenfold. Okay, Knight of Cups here with the King of Wands, Seven of Pentacles with the Tower card here. So it's this combination of childlike energy, childlike curiosity, childlike passion and drive, meaning like, what's exciting to you? Oh my gosh, here's the exercise they want to take us through. Okay, and just if you want to do this, you can close your eyes for a second. Okay, and just imagine with me. Just imagine the inner child inside. Okay, you can imagine, and you can do this with me. I'm going to do it right now. You can imagine the inner child inside, your inner child inside, the inner child, your inner child, right, which you are and can be a parent of. First of all, just observe what state this inner child is in. Okay. Is he or she upset? Is he or she happy? Is he or she playing? Is he or she disgruntled? Okay, you can put in the chat what the state of this inner child is within you right now. What's the state of this inner child feeling like? So first, identify that. Second step, send that inner child a lot of love. Say, it's okay now. I'm your parent now. I'm your parent now. I'm going to take care of you in the ways that you weren't taken care of at that time when you may have been hurt, or in whatever way you need. And I'm going to parent you. I'm going to send you love. I'm going to be strict and good with you, though. I'm going to lead you in the right way. Okay. And also, I'm going to ask, what healing you may need in this moment in order to allow your energy, my inner child, to flow through my external reality and to me. These are the questions they want us to ask here. And finally, once you've gone through that particular process, and again, I know there's a lot here, they want you to ask your inner child, well, what is exciting to me right now? What would actually excite me in my path in this moment to go do and to experience and to be with? What is that for you? Talking to your inner child. What is that for you? Talking to your inner child. What would that be? Right? The first thing for me, and many guys have been following me for a long time, my inner child, what gets me excited? Driving cool cars. What do I need to drive cool cars? Well, I need to have a successful home and household and family and money coming in and time to drive those cars. And I go, all right, well, what's it going to take to create a life where I can drive cool cars and have fun, right? This is the childlike innocence and energy that, if I could just be like, you know what, I'm going to go live today and create some content because I want to drive a cool Corvette someday. That's actually mine. That's pretty cool. Doesn't have to be always a greater purpose to changing the world and all these things. It can just be, what do I want to experience and manifest now? That's really fun and important to me. What do I want to experience? What's your wish fulfillment? Okay. So this is the questions here now that will allow the energy to flow in the best possible of ways. Let me do, someone said, me manifesting driving with you in a Corvette. Unfortunately, that spot is already well taken, but I appreciate the offer. Star card here. We have the Death card and the Devil card. Wow. As the final advice, by the way, with the Ace of Cups in the bottom of the deck here. So this is so powerful. I started to cry a bit. LOL. The Star card, the Death card, and the Devil. Okay. So in terms of advice, this is, again, I just gotta be honest with you guys, and don't mistake my playful or my positive energy as anything else other than, what it is. I mean, the Devil and the Death card and the Star card, shit's gonna go down here fast. All right. I don't mean to be dark or disappointing. I'm just gonna say it objectively as a tarot reader. Shit's going down here, and it's not gonna be pretty. It's not gonna be fun. It's gonna be hard. All right. Death and Devil here with the Star card. It's in some ways destined for us to face our greatest fears, all right? To face the reality of situations which have the potential to be very dark and very intense indeed, and to find our way out of that. Okay, this is where it's going. This is where it wants to go. So the advice is to know and to be very upfront about this with your own psyche about, okay, we're going to this place. What do I need to do to focus in? It's like a call to action, like, hey, let's focus in, do what we need to do, get prepared, get motivated, get focused, get disciplined, and let's build something that's going to keep us steady and afloat and not be able to shake us through when the darkness comes. So the darkness is already here, by the way, but when the darkness envelops us a little bit and it's going to be hard to see forward and all these things, well, those of us who are hearing this are needing to be prepared. If you're listening to this, if you're watching this, this is a sign. Yes, you indeed need to be prepared and ready for all of this to happen. We can talk about specifics of that perhaps later in the astrology if you guys are wondering. Now, Ace of Cups here with the Page of Cups and the Hermit card. Now's not the time to be dealing with half-in, half-assed love. All right, let's just be honest. Part of the reading here, all right, not just for the feminine, but for both parties, right, masculine and feminine, whoever you are watching. Two of Cups here in the middle, Queen of Wands, Three of Wands. Look, here's the two things. If you have the right person in front of you, go all in and commit to them. If you have the right situation in front of you, stop backing around, stop fucking around, go all in, commit to it, have it be good, and, let it go. If you don't, if you have half in love, half-assed, half in shitty, I'm not giving you all of my self-love or playing games or blah, 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 let it go. It's not better than being on your own. Okay, let me tell you from personal experience, half-in, half-assed love is not better than just being alone. Being alone and on your own is a much better experience than being in a relationship, which is hard in and of itself. Okay, let's just be real. Being in a relationship, speaking from someone in a twin soul, twin flame relationship, it's hard. It's not easy. Okay, but because it's real, because the love is there, because the reciprocation is there, all of it is worth it, right? But if you're in a relationship, which is already really hard to be in, and you're not even getting reciprocation, or you're not getting a full commitment, or you're not getting what you need, being alone is way easier. It's way better. And you can decide to just be alone until you are ready, or you have done the inner healing, or you have accomplished whatever you wanted to accomplish before you come together with a person in a relationship. Many of us, and if you haven't already, this is a calling, it's a sign for you to do so. If you haven't already, take that opportunity to spend a year, 2 years, a lot of time alone with yourself. No dating, no being with anyone, just be alone. I mean, you have time. 444 here on the chat. You have time. You have life, okay? It doesn't always have to be rushed into partnership when maybe you and the person you'll be with is not ready, okay? Because that just leads to a hard outcome. And yes, you're going to learn either way, but one of them is much less pleasant than the other. So final summarized messages for those of you guys watching is we know, okay, 10 of Wands, we know that you're going through a hard time to just make it, to just be, to just exist. We know that this is really difficult right now. Trust us when we say you are being put through an expedited training process to know your own power, to know your own depth, to know your own worth, to be able to choose and make your own decisions, and to realize what you are capable of. If you are in a situation where there's half in, half out, half-assed love or reciprocation, let that shit go and just be alone. It's way better, trust me. If you are in a situation where you have something real and there's love involved and there's partnership involved and there's reciprocation, it's time to commit. That is what is needing to happen. There's also something, right, for most of us that we need to go to the 5D, ask our higher selves, what is the choice, what is the commitment we need to make at this current time in order to progress forward in the best of ways for our highest good and the healing of everyone involved. And of course, the last but not least, the childlike energy. We saw King of Wands with the Knight of Cups, with the Tower and the Seven of Pentacles. Don't be half in, half out to any situation. If you're not truly in it, if you don't truly love it, get out of it. And ask your inner child, be willing to ask your inner child, hey, one, what do you need? Do you need healing? Do you need love? Do you need attention? What do you need, inner child? Because if I don't give you what you need as your parent, talking you to your inner child, your energy is going to leak out. And your energy is going to affect things in the world around us in an unpleasant way. So we want to give the inner child inside the attention and love he or she needs. And then subsequently ask that inner child, well, what will excite you, inner child, to experience? What makes you have that feeling of excitement, of fun, of, wow, I really want to do this. You know, I can remember a memory of me when I was really young, actually when I was probably 8 or 9, and I don't know if you guys have heard of houseboating or houseboats. We used to go to a lake called Lake Paola in Utah, Lake Mead, Lake Havasu, and every summer we'd have one houseboat trip back in the day, and this would be a week-long trip. We get to spend a week on this lake on the houseboat, just beaching at different beaches, and we'd have the boats and the jet skis, and it would just be, I mean, I would look forward to it all year. Every single year I would look forward to this. And I just remember the night before that houseboat trip, every year in the summer, I just could not sleep because I was so excited that, you know, when we got up at 4 or 5 a.m. to leave, I was just squealing with excitement. And I asked myself, well, where is that excitement now? What would make me excited to that extent now in my current life? And that is what we are all currently searching for, perhaps, given the channel tarot reading, or what is recommended to be looking for at this particular time. Okay. All right. So thank you so much, guys and angels. That reading is now in particular closed. That was a general love and life reading. I hope that was helpful for you guys. Let me know in the chat what you guys' feedback is or questions. We're going to be going into the channeled astrology at this time. And man, we are just zooming through today's live stream. So that's good. All right, let's see what people are saying here, both in TikTok and the chat here. Serena says, I will miss him and his energy because you want to be with you, but it's not fun and makes me sad. I know, Serena. I know it makes you sad. I just want to say congratulations. This is what we're talking about. It's facing the inner sadness inside to make the decisions that you know are best for you in this moment and moving forward. That is what's something to be proud of. And I just want to say it's okay to be sad. That's a normal thing. It's not anything to be embarrassed or ashamed of or to think it's wrong. It's normal to be sad, but at the end of the day, it's a lesson to know that that sadness is worth our long-term overall happiness. Okay. Jada222 says, talking to my inner child is very sad. I would give that inner child some love. Jada222, give that inner child some love. Let that inner child know what they want. You know, say, hey, I'm here for you. What do you need, inner child? Why are you so sad? Why are you so sad? Right? All right. Sky Meadow says, thank you. I'll ask my inner child every day. Awesome, Sky Meadow. Glad to hear. Serena says, yes, true, awesome. Candace says, I experienced a hard relationship, was so hard, and being alone for 12 years has been so fulfilling, emotionally fulfilling, success, abundance, wealth, trust. Oh, that's awesome, Candace. Thanks for sharing. That's awesome. I'm glad to hear that. That's really cool for people to hear in the chat, actually, that, hey, here's someone who experienced a hard relationship, chose to be alone for 12 years, and has experienced nothing but awesome stuff. Thank you. You shows the way. Amazing reading. Looking forward to 5D messages. Awesome. Me too. Me too, Megan. You're welcome, Serena. All right, let's go ahead and get into the astrology for today, and then we're going to finish out again with the Twin Soul, Twin Flame reading specifically, and then finish out with an exciting announcement. Before we transition over, a quick shameless plug. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, Signs of the Soul and Stars, please be sure to do so. It's awesome. We're going to be having weekly and monthly zodiac readings again with extended readings, basically like a channeled, personal, insightful reading for your zodiac sign. Many people say it's like the guidance they needed to move forward. So be sure to subscribe, Signs of the Soul and Stars. Paola, my twin soul or twin flame, and I, right, created a Twin Souls Unite YouTube channel. It's called Twin Souls Unite. It's going to be about myself, the Divine Masculine, and her, the Divine Feminine. We both are tarot readers, by the way. Met on TikTok, came together, and created a channel that's going to not only have our Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine readings from each of us, but then also our experiences being in union here and what that's like in an actual twin soul relationship. Side note, or like heads up, it's crazy. All right. And she'll say the same thing, I'm sure. All right. So we have the charts here live now and in person on YouTube. If you guys want to look at the charts or look at me going through them on the screen, that will be on my YouTube channel, Signs of the Soul and Stars. If not, I'm still going to talk about and channel the astrology as we go for the week ahead. Okay. All right. And for those of you guys who are not in twin soul, twin flame relationships, that's okay. This Twin Souls Unite channel will also help you unite you with your divine counterpart or your soulmate or whatever you want to call it. It's helpful guidance to bring people together in true love and in life. Because part of our mission here, well, really our mission here as Twin Souls United, is to bring together the earth with their divine counterpart to raise the consciousness of earth. So that's why we're here. So follow the channel. It's awesome. All right, so March 6th, 2022. Is this today? Yes, it is. Awesome. So today as we speak, we have the North Node in Taurus. It's trining Pluto with Mars here. Beautiful. Wow, Mars and Venus just went into Aquarius. They're both at 0 degrees, conjunct 0 degrees in Aquarius, Mars with Venus here. Okay, so this is where Two of Cups energy in the middle of the spread comes into play. And this is really where to look, first part to look in. What is the commitment? What is the decision? What is the question I must answer within myself regarding love, regarding my person, regarding my relationship decisions? Aquarius here, 0-0. There's a new cycle, a new chapter beginning here for that particular commitment, that particular question, that particular decision. Okay, but some of us must receive that question first or receive those answers here. Big time. Pluto here Pluto at 27 degrees Capricorn trining the North Node here in Taurus. And then we've also got Lilith here trining Mercury conjunct Saturn conjunct Juno. So love is in the stars is what I'll say here, guys. Love is in the stars, and love, the chapter, what they're channeling to me here with this astrology is the chapter of love, true love in the next phase of Earth is beginning right now. So if you aren't already on the journey, or if you are on the journey and you're hitting a new cycle or a new precedent, that is starting something really new that's going to propel you into whatever you need to do to really commit or come together with your other half, your person. Okay, the cycle that's beginning here and now of twin souls uniting in order to build the new earth, a new society, and raise the frequency through the power of true love is starting. Okay, and we see that with, again, 0, Mars and Venus, Aquarius here, Aquarius energy, new world energy, new society energy, with Juno here at 13 degrees Aquarius. Now that's squaring Moon conjunct Uranus here in Taurus. Okay, so there may be a bit of there may be a lot, I'll say, a lot of emotional friction here when it comes to identifying, or being attuned with, or, you know, maybe even in a physical human way, right, being committed to, right, in a 3D, or married to your person. Okay, so there may be a 5D alignment that needs to align with a 3D alignment, 5D commitment that needs to align with a 3D commitment, and to check in with that whole thing. That's why the guides are saying go into the 5D, go to your higher self. If you need instructions for that, ask us at the end of this live stream, and we'll share what that process is like. But there's a realignment that needs to happen there that's going to set all of us up for this next chapter to create the new earth together, to come together. So those of you guys watching this and you're resonating with this, very strong chance you're on this journey. You have a person out there for you. Now it's time to come together. We're going to help. That's why we're here to help you. Okay. Soon, very soon. Sun at 16 degrees, Neptune 22, and Jupiter 15 degrees Pisces. Wow, that is quite a trio right there. Neptune with the Sun with Jupiter. Square Lilith here and trine the South Node. You know, I would say that there's quite a bit of, Lilith here square these three planets in Pisces, right? Sun, Neptune, Jupiter. It's almost like our good fortune or our good luck, so to speak, or abundance or money, or the sustenance we need to feel important or to shine may feel a little under the weather, right? Diminished, foggy, unclear, resisted, prevented from, right? And what we got to know with Lilith here in Gemini is it's only from our mind, okay? Our mind is here to sabotage, unfortunately, our luck, our abundance, our power, our spiritual abilities, our mind, and darker parts of our body, of ourself, of ourself is what, our shadow self. Lilith here, okay, in Gemini. It's the overthinking right now, the overthinking and the judgment of others or ourselves that will sabotage, is here to sabotage, unfortunately, our true spiritual power and gifts that we need to create income, money, and abundance. That's right here in the astrology. Also trining the South Node in Scorpio here. So the trick with all of this is things can flow when we're willing to take a deep dive inside of our own selves to see what parts of ourselves are in resistance with the way in which we want to flourish and to make money and to create. And so what I'll refer us to here now is the exercise that the angels and guides brought within us, brought to us at the beginning of the reading, which was basically to imagine Sun in Pisces, Jupiter in Pisces, Neptune in Pisces. Imagine in your imagination, 5D, what it is you want to attain, what you want to create, what you want to go for, who you want to become, and then allow the resistances, right, Lilith here in Gemini, from your mind, from your body, from your shadow aspects to come up, and then to be present with them and to let each of them go, so that way the full energy, the fullness of expression can shine through. Do those instructions make sense? I'm not a Virgo or a Gemini, although I do have a Gemini South, I'm sorry, I don't. Cancer South Node. Gemini's on the cusp of my North Node in Capricorn, in the third house. So that's Gemini energy. Okay, but I'm an Aries, if you couldn't tell. Aries, Libra rising. All right, so March 7th, 2022. Just going to make sure I have my eye on the chat here. For those of you guys watching the astrology, it's exciting times. Tropical. March 7th and March 8th, I want to hit on both of those dates right now. So we have the moon passing over the North Node in Taurus and coming into a conjunction as well with Ceres and Gemini. Okay, so the guides are saying look at these two dates and kind of see what's going on. We also have a bunch of sextiles. So Neptune, Sun, Jupiter sextiling, which sextile, for those of you guys who are new, is a helpful, aligned opportunity to move forward, make progress, to progress in some way. North Node, Moon, Uranus. So there's an opportunity here on the 7th and the 8th specifically to really gather our internal thoughts, our internal visions, our internal reality, and to bring that out into the external and in order to be something tangible or manifest. This may be an opportunity as an example of receiving a vision or receiving a really strong template of what you want to do or create, and then being able to write it out or to journal it out. So that way the internal becomes manifest in the external. And that is the way they're recommending us move forward. All right. Now, whatever it is that you draw, write out, or use as a template, if you decide to do that into the physical, that comes from the internal. On these 2 days, it's a great day to say, that's what I'm going for. That's what I'm doing. I'm committing to that, and I'm not going wishy-washy about it. This is what I'm going to build, and it's a long-term commitment is what they're saying. 7th and 8th is about a long-term spiritual fulfillment or commitment that you can bring into the external to fulfill in a longer-term effort. 10 of Wands here on the bottom of my deck as I'm talking. So that's a great day for that. Moving on to the 9th and 10th. Crazy, I haven't even taken a sip of my coffee today. I don't know what's going on. Moon is moving through. Moon on the 10th hits Lilith in Gemini. All right, talk about shadowy aspects coming out, being revealed, coming to the surface. Things that we are able to subconsciously identify through the shadowy aspects of our own inner selves, possibly our own inner wounded feminine energy. Okay. Or feminine aspects, wounded or dark feminine aspects within ourselves, coming out to be identified and observed, right? The opportunity to do so, and have the choice as to whether we're going to let those sabotage our future reality. This is the 10th of March. Moon conjunction Lilith, Gemini. This is something to be wary of, I would say, right? Particularly for those of us who have identified these darker feminine aspects within ourselves, or parts of ourselves that have been wounded, right? Lilith comes out in anyone when they have been hurt or betrayed, and they've turned bad because of that, or they've turned toxic, or they've turned whatever, wounded. Doesn't mean they're bad. It just means that that's how and what Lilith is. So the Moon and Gemini conjunct here, squaring, right? That's a tough one. Neptune, Sun, and Jupiter. Well, are those shadowy aspects related to our mind going to have the opportunity to sabotage what we really want to go for, what we think we're capable of, or what our potential great future is, or greatness inside is? Question to ask here on that particular day, and something to watch out for as well. Ceres trine Pluto and Mars here. Meanwhile, there is on the upside of this opportunity, if we don't allow these aspects to sabotage this potential greatness coming in from the spiritual reality manifest into the physical, there is great abundance coming in. And there's great livelihood, there's great sustenance, there's great nourishment, meaning there's plenty to eat, to drink, to live with, to be with. Ceres here in Gemini, trine Pluto and Mars and Venus. Okay, so this is a fortification if all goes well, if things are allowed to flow, if we don't shut down the flow of universal energy with our mind or shadow aspects or allow them to sabotage us. Great nourishment, abundance, and feelings of being taken care of. Opportunity here on March 10th, 9th and 10th, and moving forward as well. Moving forward on the 12th. And then we have one day the 13th. One more day the 13th. We have, March 12th. Moon in Cancer, where the moon is strong, trining the Sun conjunct Neptune at 22:22. With Jupiter at 16 degrees, also conjunct this trio here. Moon obviously is going to hit 22 degrees as well, so we're going to have a Moon 22 trine Neptune, 22 trine the Sun in Pisces with Cancer. So you want to talk about emotional evolution, or reaching a new level, reaching a new precedent, reaching a new stage of who we are, what we allow ourselves to be, who we define ourselves to be. Manifest and making concrete our internal vision of what we want to be, who we are, and making that manifest externally. Earth also at 22 degrees. Okay, so we have lots of 22s here. And what I'll say here is, by the end of this week, March 12th and 13th, we have an opportunity to make a new version of ourselves, or a vision of ourselves, become manifest. That question, or that choice that we mentioned in the tarot reading, is what that commitment, what that choice is, what it is we need to choose or to be or to allow in order to fully commit to who we really want to be, and really what that current vision of excitement is. If there is none, then that is what will be shaken, okay? Because this is also a shaking, right? Remember, Pluto is here as well, now making an opposition to Leo. The moon. Pluto's making an opposition to the moon in Leo here. And what I see here is lack of our own internal expression or fulfillment, right, or direction or excitement, leads to the shaking of our own internal reality and the manifestation of those circumstances which we really don't want to experience, in order to help to purge or to limit, right, or to, how can I say this, help those decide who is really going to be here. So what I can say is, if you haven't already, this week it is highly recommended to really get serious. All right? What the stars are telling us, right? To really get serious about what am I going to build? What am I going to do? What excites me? And if nothing in your life excites you, or nothing makes you happy, or nothing really gives you that fulfillment, you got to shake your whole life up, because if not, it's going to be shaken for you. That's the point of what I'm trying to saying, is this week's a big opportunity to do a self check-in, a self shake, to write something out from your internal reality into the tangible, and to commit to that. But make sure that whatever you write is actually what you want to experience, not some fake dream or fake vision or diluted understanding of what you maybe wanted. Like for instance, let's say you really don't like your job, or you really don't like what you're doing in your career, and yet you write down like, well, even though I don't like this, I want to be promoted to the top because that's what I think I want, because my boss has told me I wanted that. That's not what I'm talking about. This has to be in alignment with your childlike curiosity and excitement that will actually that already exists inside of you internally, right? With that alignment of Sun and Neptune and Jupiter, that you can write down and then get excited about and really commit to, and see it come true. See you become a different version of yourself in order to allow that commitment and vision to come true. That's what can happen this week. That's the potential of what can happen this week. But it really does start with an internal check-in, some big decisions and choices, seeing what your 5D self wants you to decide on, writing that out coming this week, and then committing to it, and releasing all of the resistances that you have energetically to having that thing happen. Now remember, from the beginning of today's live stream, the guides had mentioned, the angels had mentioned, we're all pieces of God. We're all parts of God. Yes, we're all creators because we're all parts of God. I mean, literally, God created everything. We're parts of God. We can create just like Him. However, we are in a very dense earth. We're in a very dense frequency, meaning the power to create as God has it is slower here, meaning that whatever you write down from the internal that you want to create and manifest written external will probably take some amount of months or some amount of time, however long it takes on earth. But that doesn't mean you can't start now. And what's being asked is a longer term, or a long-term, they just corrected me, sorry, long-term commitment to that vision in which you would like to realize this week. Okay? All right. So that is the culmination of the astrology part of today's reading. We have one more part of this reading to go. I'm going to relax for a second, breathe, answer some questions. Thank you guys so much for being here on TikTok. We do have one more reading, twin soul specific reading for those of you guys interested in twin flame readings or on the twin flame journey. We have a huge announcement at the end of this particular live stream, so don't go anywhere with me and Paola. And we have lots to share, but let me just read some questions. If you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel already, Signs of the Soul and Stars and Twin Souls Unite, please be sure to subscribe to those channels if you want to stay up to date with the content. It's going to be exciting, really exciting stuff. If you guys want personal reading, by the way, or anything like that, you can go to my website, brandontobias.com. I've got live one-on-one sessions. I've got personal readings. I've got soon-to-be extended readings, all that kind of stuff. Okay. We have Jen Miller says, I want to travel more. That's awesome. I agree. It's time to travel. Amy Pierce says, I am way late. Hello, everyone. Nice haircut, B. Thank you, Amy, so much. Awesome. Candace says, thank you, Brandon. Candace says, good about the shadow aspect. I myself identify and observe and make a choice for about our future. Michelle says, I've been betrayed, but damn, I'm trying like hell to move through that. That's awesome. Lady Luck says, Serena says, LOL, I see someone's wounds right now. Awesome, 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 guys. All right. Any discounts on my readings? I sometimes do, with all seriousness, I sometimes do offer discounts on my readings for the current members of the Growth Masters, Young Masters Growth Collective, which is a new collective that I created on Mighty Networks, which right now you can get my Beginner's Tarot for the Soul course for $50 off. It's $99. Normally it's $150. You can get that and join the collective. And that collective, I do offer discounts quite a bit, actually, $100 off, 50% off, things like that all the time, because they're part of a community and a collective, and they decided to commit to learning tarot and be a part of the collective. So if you want to check that collective out, you can check some of the links below in the YouTube description box, and also the link in my bio here on TikTok. It'll share all about what that collective is about. You can join as just a monthly member, $7 a month, and not have access to any of the courses, or you can purchase the Tarot for the Soul 101 course for $99. It's going to be $150 soon out of early access, and also have lifetime access to that community. It's pretty cool though. We talk about a lot of stuff in there, and have some tarot live Zoom courses, which some of you guys are a part of. A lot of fun. All right, here we go. Last reading of the collective reading, last reading of the day here on the stream, and then we'll talk about the exciting announcements that I have in store for all of us. Some of you guys may already know what it is because it's in the description box, so don't spoil it for anyone. But angels and guides, loved ones and masters, wise ones, angels and archangels. Calling in the energy of Jesus Christ, calling in the energy of God, calling in the energy of Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Gabriel as well. Thank you for being here. We're asking for helpful messages and guidance for the Twin Soul, Twin Flame community. What we all need to know on our time, on our path right now, here and now, to the power of unconditional love for our highest and greatest good. Nine of Pentacles. I'm going to laugh if the messages mirror exactly what we already saw in the initial reading. And it just might be the case. We'll see. First card out here, we have the Nine of Pentacles. Let me get a few more. Judgment card, Queen of Cups, and the Ace of Swords. What do you know? It's probably going to mirror a lot of it. So Ace of Swords with the Nine of Pentacles here, with the Queen of Cups and the Judgment card. Okay. So in this Twin Soul, Twin Flame community, it's about, for the feminine at least, two things. Number one, it's getting into alignment and speaking your truth in a way that defines who you are. For the feminine energy, it's about speaking your truth in a way that defines who you are. Judgment here signifies that you've already made an internal decision, or there's already been a decision made about you and where you're going and what you want and who is not in favor of that. This is about you. Let me be very clear. This is not about anyone else. It's not about a masculine or another person or your supposed twin soul, because not everyone we feel is our twin soul is actually our twin soul, by the way. And yes, that's very true. And I'm speaking from personal experience, not because I'm a dick. it's about you, and it's about you having made a decision and following through with that decision, okay? And having your words be aligned with your actions aligned with your words, and following through on your decision to do what's best for you, to be able to share openly and honestly from your heart of hearts with everyone around you, no matter what, and making that commitment very clear. Hierophant here with the Nine of Wands, and making it very clear that, hey, outside of this journey, I have a lot I want to share too, right? Particularly for the feminine. Hey, Hierophant energy, I have a lot I want to share, and a lot I can do, a lot I can change for the world as well. Nine of Wands with Judgment, but why do I feel fearful of it? Why do I feel apprehensive of it? Do I feel like I'm worthy enough? Do I feel like I'm powerful enough? Do I feel like I'm in the shadow of anyone around me, or of my masculine, or of other people? Okay. What is the hesitation, the holdback, the roadblock? Spirit is saying, if you're listening to this, it's about you, and it's time for you to shine. It's time for you to be heard, right? Ace of Swords, to speak your truth, to align your words with your actions, and to not hold back anymore. The world is waiting for you. The world needs you in action now. It doesn't need you hoping and waiting and wishing that someone will change their mind, or that someone will pursue you, or yada, yada. No, it needs your gifts. And if you're listening to this, you have certain gifts that other people don't have, and it's time to wake them up and start to use it. That's the truth of it, right? You have the ability to make your own future. You have the ability to create your own reality. You have your own gifts that are here to inspire change and inspire the world. And we need you. That's more important, okay? Quick side note, and this is, just to share my personal experiences. Before I ever met Paola, before she ever met me, we both had to do our work in the world. We literally had to create TikToks and do what we needed to do and pursue our own purpose and greatness before we were allowed to meet each other. So if you guys haven't done that yet, if you guys aren't doing that yet, it's going to be very difficult to align with your twin flame, with your twin soul. There's no purpose in trying to go on the twin soul journey when you aren't doing the thing that your soul needs you to do, or the world needs you to do. So do that thing first, and everything else will align after that. All right? We have the Page of Swords, the Ten of Pentacles, the Four of Cups. This is literally mirroring the reading here. It's like, don't worry so much about love. Don't worry about that, right? If it's a no, it's a no. If it's a no, it's a no. If you need to speak your truth and speak up and say, I am doing this for me, and I am beautiful, single, independent, strong, and capable, I'm doing that. And if you are not able to partner with me and build this empire as you say you kind of wanted to, maybe not, I'm out. I'm saying no. And if someone doesn't want to do it, then let them go. Now is the time. By the way, Venus and Mars, 0 degrees Aquarius, if they've said no, it's a no. If you've said no, it's a no. There's already been the decision. There's no more chasing. There's no more waiting around. There's no more, if you guys were going to come into union, you're coming into union. If not, it's time to let them go. This is the truth. King of Swords here with the Page of Swords with the Hierophant. It's time to say, hey, they're not interested. I'm not interested. They're not interested. It's a no. Okay? Or you would be in union. Okay? Now, that is the most aligned perspective to take, because the best way in which the universe works, and as I've found, this is a twin soul reading specifically, is to allow the universe to surprise you. And what I mean by that is you continuing to do or doing now what you actually always wanted to do, as opposed to being stuck in a relationship, stuck in a twin soul journey, stuck in a karmic relationship. You actually doing what you want to do, and when the time is right, when God decides, when the universe decides it's right, you two will align, but not a minute before then. Oftentimes we forget that we are not God, and we don't get to control exactly when we meet our twin soul or when we come into union. It's not up to us. It's up to God. So all we can do is what's in front of us and what's available to us. And if it's a no, it's a no. If there's anyone who is not aligning with you or saying no or not interested, it's a no. Let them go. Don't hang on to it. Don't hope for it. Do what you need to do and focus on you. Pull back your energy here and now and express your gifts, because that's the way 8 of Wands, things are going to rapidly move forward for you in your life. When you say, screw it all, I'm pursuing my purpose, I'm pursuing my truth, I'm pursuing what makes me happy and most excited in this moment, and you take back that energy, that power, boom, things start to happen. But not a minute before then. But feminine requires you focusing on you. making sure you are happy, you are aligned, you are taken care of, and everything else will align after that. 8 of Wands, 9 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles. Or else, this is not a threat, but it's the truth here. The alternative is continuing to put a blind eye to the truth of what is really happening and failing to step onto the journey that it would take in order for you to be with and actualize your true twin soul partner in this lifetime, and be at risk of being shaken, okay, 10 of Pentacles, because of staying in the state of ambivalence or staying in the state of, I'm not sure what this person's going to do, so I can't move forward until I'm sure what they do, and I'm going to wait for them to make a decision so I can make a decision. It's like, no, you make your decision first. You control your reality. You create and manifest your reality, and you allow whoever is aligned with your reality to come to you when they're ready, if they're ready. And that's it. Okay? So the secret is this, is in order to manifest what you want, it's never about a certain specific thing, specific person, especially when it comes to people, specific situation. It's generally, I want to experience this, okay? Yes, in this specific way, right? What I'm willing to have or create or to be with, but I'm releasing the overall how or the outcome of it, or all of that stuff, like who it has to be with, how it has to be. Like, no, just hold in your mind's eye what it is, why you want it, the desire, and let go of the rest, okay? Even and especially when it's involving people. That's the most important lesson here. 9 of Swords with the 7 of Pentacles and the 6 of Pentacles. You have so much that wants to come to you if you are willing to let that shit go, say no, step into your own choice and power and decision as a feminine, as a masculine, whoever's listening to this. If you are willing to say, I come first, I'm worthy of this, I'm going to step into this path, this journey, and move forward, and let the stars fall where they star, let the dice fall where they fall. You have so much, I mean, literally so much abundance and generosity and energy that wants to come to you, that is so much better and feels so much better than just this little half in, half out cup of love. It's kind of ridiculous. And wow, final outcome here, 10 of Cups, 9 of Cups, the King of Wands. If you don't think that you right now in this process that I'm talking about are actually in the process of manifesting your dream situation, your dream come true, your happily ever after, you're completely wrong, because that is what is happening. As you do this process I'm talking about, this is the twin soul journey. This is the twin flame journey. It's not that I'm telling you to not be on the twin flame journey. You can't not be on the twin flame journey if you're a twin flame. I'm saying this is what is required now on the twin flame journey in order to come into union and live out your happily ever after with your person who you're meant to be with, to allow your person to come to find you, okay, in a childlike and fun and exciting but strong and assertive way. Just as the Queen of Wands was recommended in the first reading, now the King of Wands is coming out and saying, this is the person that's going to come claim you, come be excited for you, come make a life for you and with you in your world alongside you, so that your two worlds can collide and combine, and you guys can create an even bigger and greater and more incredible reality and world that attracts the people that are in resonance with that world to you, until you're all attracting each other in, building worlds within worlds, and then it all becomes one big ass world where we're all living in bliss. That's how it's going to work, people. That's what's happening. That's the evolution of humanity right now. But it starts with your world first, then your person's world, then those worlds coming together, then those worlds combining, then that world attracting same worlds, combining those worlds until it's this big, and then we're all living in this really amazing reality where we're all provided for, we all have what we need, we're all creating what we want to live and desire. We're living our fulfillment, living our dreams, living our destiny, living our purpose, and we are God's people. We're God's people. We're reconnected to Source. We're reconnected to Spirit. None of this crazy, shitty ass, unbelievably crazy, insane reality where 3/4 of us, unfortunately, are not connected to fucking God or Source, and thinking that we, in our own minds and our own ego are smarter than God, right? That science is the number one thing in which rules humanity, right? That we have the nerve to create things that actually have the capability of changing our own DNA. And yes, you guys probably know what I'm referring to, which is God's source of who we are, right? What nerve did we come across as a human species to think that we could change things or create things that are different from our Creator and think that it's actually better? What level of ego and nerve did we actually have to allow in or to create within ourselves in order to have that belief be manifest? Because that is a belief in manifest that is currently running rampant in our society, and it's very poisonous. And I'm here to say, no. This collective, if you are resonating, if you are with us, is a collective that is united with God, united with God's plan, united with Source, wanting to unite with our divine counterpart, to come together and to build a different world, build a different world where we have free will, we have freedom, we have the ability to create, we have the ability to create and to be seen and recognized, to be fulfilled, to be provided for, to be happy, and to live in our bliss. And that is what we are creating together. That is the purpose of why we are creating. And each of the worlds you are deciding to create this week with the astrology that you are bringing to life from inside and out is the start of that. Because in order to create that world, we need each of us, each of you watching, to create your own world first. And that world must be aligned with God's will, your desire, your soul, and also your highest good and love in life and your partnership. And that is what we need. That is where we're going. Final three cards here. For advice, we have the Page of Wands, we have the Magician card, we have the Star card as well. Magician and the Page of Wands, it's a long time overdue, but the main advice here is, yes, guys, what is it going to take for you this week to find that inner child, right? Inner child energy of excitement, of passion, of inspiration, of belief, of knowing what you came here to do and to be, to change the world in alignment with your highest good and healing, not out of your ego, but out of your truest, deepest desires. What is it that you need to commit to that actually fulfills you and lights you up on this particular journey here and now through the power of unconditional love? That is also in alignment with God, that will also allow you to create a world with us that is deeply, deeply transformed, changed, and in the most positive way. That is what this week is going to bring in, and it's a very important week for many of us, given the astrology, given the tarot readings, both in love and in life. So I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate you guys joining in onto this live stream on TikTok and YouTube. I promised a big announcement here at the end of the live stream, and I'm going to announce it here and now. Those of you guys I've been talking about her, Paola Michelle, my twin soul, my other half, my divine feminine to my divine masculine, we have come together in union for the first time ever, I believe. I know there's other twin souls out there, twin flames out there, but for the first time ever, we have created a workshop, a 2-day virtual workshop over Zoom that's going to be taking place on the 26th and 27th of March, which is also my birthday, by the way. So I'm really going all in for you guys. I'm like, fuck it. I don't even care. It's my birthday. I'm doing this workshop for you guys. End of March 26th and 27th. And we're going to be live and in person on Zoom. We have a whole agenda. We have a whole teaching checklist. We have a whole basically workshopped for those of you guys who are on the twin flame journey, on the twin soul journey. You want to talk with people who are actually not only twin flames, but in union, what it actually is, despite what you may have heard or read, how we came into union, what our experiences were separated and then also coming together, what our experience has been like while in this relationship, and of course, all of our tools, our methods, our knowledge when it comes to how to come together. There were certain things we needed to learn individually and go through individually before we were allowed to come together. And that is our intention, what we're going to be sharing in this first workshop. And we're thinking about doing one every single month. So anyways, the first one is out. It's $150, which is a freaking steal for what you guys are going to get. It's 2 to 3 hours each of the days. And of course, Sunday is going to be a live meditation. It's going to be a live healing exercise, entity removal with me. Paula's going to do her meditation. I'm going to be doing the healing exercise. And of course, you guys are going to get to just hang out with us and get to know us as well on a different level. So if you are interested in that workshop on the 26th and 27th, I don't know how many spots there are, quite frankly. I don't know if it's, we might cap it at like 50 or something like that, but we just created it today. You guys, if you want to join that or you're interested in being with us on that workshop, you can join the community if you go to the link in the description box of TikTok and or the description box in YouTube, and you can click on the first link. It's the Twin Soul Live Workshop, and we'll be really happy and excited to see you there. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. We are more excited than we've ever been about any other offering we've given, and we've just been basically co-creating it from scratch and going, Spirit's like, all right, it's time to have a Twin Soul, Twin Flame workshop, share all of the channeled information you've gotten about the origin of it, and teach those of us who are ready to come to union, who are on this Twin Soul journey, how to actually do it as part of our overall purpose and mission. And to support us in our livelihood, by the way, because, we've also been going through tougher times, I would say, when it comes to finances and this home and the bills and our dog and the economy and all these things. And so we decided, why don't we come together and create something really special that's not only affordable, but is going to totally transform people on this journey, both through the healing we give within it, but also the education and the stories that we share within it as well. And it will be live virtually on Zoom, so you can talk one-on-one with us and everyone in that particular Zoom panel on the 26th and 27th. So tickets just became available today. First come, first serve. Check out the link in my bio on TikTok for the tickets and to join the community. And check the description box in this YouTube page as well if you want to go and join the community as well and the class. For those of you guys who are already in the collective, okay, there's going to be a special discount for you guys, and I'm not going to say what it is, but just know you guys won't be able to join that because it's only for people outside of the collective. Those of you guys inside the collective, I'm going to announce a special discount for you guys since you're already a part of the collective and you already invested in your Beginner's Tarot for the Soul course. All right, so that's the exciting announcement. I hope to see so many of you guys there. It's going to be a freaking blast. I hope today's reading was super helpful for you guys. Let us know in the chat, what you guys got, what you guys are thinking. And Paula Michelle's here in the chat. She'll link the stuff, and it's all in the links and all the stuff. We'll post it on Instagram. We'll post on all these things. But I hope you guys are excited. We're really excited. And yes, it's going to be a very special day on the 26th and 27th. So anyways, I love you guys. And I'm going to go ahead and end that here and now. Thank you guys for joining. If you have questions, please shoot me an email, brandon.tobias888@gmail.com. Again, if you want to join the workshop, tickets are now available for the 26th and 27th. You can check the link in the description box in this video or the link in my bio on TikTok and get those tickets. And if you haven't heard already, I still do have a Beginner's Tarot for the Soul Course 101. That's going for $99. Normally that's $150 for lifetime access to how to learn tarot from scratch and to becoming a fluent reader. So that's also available, and many more things. Look out for your weekly Zodiac and monthly Zodiac reading coming up this week with extendeds if you're looking for guidance at a more affordable rate. And other than that, I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for joining us today. As I mentioned in a previous reading or video on TikTok, I said, I'm done with TikTok. I'm never going on TikTok again. And luckily, Paola's here to kind of talk me off a ledge and say, hey, it's okay. We still want you on we still want to see you on TikTok. It's just your content's not as, it's not able to go as viral, right, as maybe Instagram Reels. So I do plan on still going live once a week, maybe on TikTok, but focusing more of my energy on Reels and promoting, since the content there has been much more catchy and engaging with that particular platform. So if you haven't already, follow me on Instagram at BT Speaks and my YouTube channel, Science of the Soul and Stars. I love you guys from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much again, and I will see you on the next one. Bye for now.